Okay, welcome everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Today is day 12 of my juice, people call it fast or juice feast. I just wanted to share with you guys what I have been doing and some information that I have collected along the way. The first thing I'll be doing, now I haven't washed everything here, so the first thing I'll be adding will be coconut water into the mason jars right here. These are 8 cups. It's a quart. So 2 of those. I will be adding 1 coconut water to each of those. A pineapple, fresh pineapple that I'll cut. Some of this beet right here. 2 sweet potatoes. Half a lemon. Cucumber, a piece of kale. I don't do too much kale. 2 types of romaine lettuce. It's this type of romaine lettuce right here. A piece of ginger. The other type of romaine lettuce. And carrots. I'll be doing about 8 carrots. Now the juicer that I'll be using, I purchased this one on Amazon. It's AOBOSI. I think it was either $109 or $119. It's really good. I like it. Now what I was doing at first was I was putting a nut milk bag here to collect all the part of the carrots or whatever that would get in here, but I don't do that anymore. I just, drink it straight, whether it has a little bit of particles or not in it from the food. So, and when I first started out juicing, I was juicing and drinking water. Well, I was getting really bad leg cramps, and so there's a couple on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram called the MJs, capital THE, capital M, capital J, capital S. And I inquired, I'm like, what do I do about these leg cramps? I'm juicing and I have leg cramps. And he has posted a video where he was explaining that when you do juicing, you have to have more juice, about 96 ounces of juice than water, because water is like a solvent. So if you guys need information about juicing or about smoothies, go to his YouTube page or Facebook page. It's Marcus, Jerome, and Marina Waters. They're a Christian couple, and they're about health and about God. So sometimes I do turmeric, but I'm not going to do turmeric today. So I have to wash this and cut it up, and then I will be back. Okay, you guys. For some reason, it didn't record. So all that time was not recorded and everything I said. So hopefully this time it will record. Okay, what I had in here, I had kale, romaine lettuce. I put in, as you can see, this one, I put in 1 coconut water in this one, 1 coconut water in this one. As you can see, some of the juice I put in here. I have sweet potato, pineapple, a little bit of beets, cucumber. Where's the cucumber? Cucumber, carrots, piece of lemon, and ginger. I have 2 types of romaine lettuce. This is a little bit of the kale, but I have 2 types of romaine lettuce. And most of that I did up in here. As you can see, this drink is more green-like. So what I was talking about in the video that didn't record was I not only want to eat healthy, I also want to exercise, but I also want to build my spiritual man. So what I have dedicated for this year is that if I feel like I can sit here, because juicing takes a while, if I could take 30 to 45 minutes to juice, 45 minutes to an hour to exercise, then I can also take, my goal is to do 1 hour and 20 minutes of reading the word, studying, worship, devotional. So I not only want to build my physical man by eating right and exercise, I want to build my spiritual man. Now, some of the people that I look at as far as to get some nutrition and guidance, and I'm not a doctor, I'm just telling you what I do. So if you have any health issues or concerns, always speak with your doctor. But I'm just telling you what I've been juicing, and this is my 12th day of juicing. So I get some information. I know Tabitha Brown is doing a juice fast now. I look at the MJs, and after a while, this will automatically cut off. So I have to wait a little bit and start it again. But while I'm doing that, I just want to tell you it's another one. I think I've been following them since December of 2018 or the early part of 2019. It's called the MJs. It's capital THE, capital M, capital J, lowercase s. You can find them on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. I've also been looking at, what's his name? nutritionfacts.org, Michael Greger. Now, I've tried vegan 3 times, and veganism is not for me. Now, they are vegan. Tabitha Brown is vegan. The MJs, they're vegan. The last time I tried it, it had a lot of soy products. Certain things I just can't do, so I will be doing mostly pescatarian. Whole food, plant-based more, but pescatarian. So I will be doing it's like fish, salmon, shrimp, occasional crabs, but it mostly be plant-based. Like I'll cut out chicken, which pretty much I haven't, occasionally I'll eat a little bit of chicken. I don't buy sausage anymore, just on occasion. So I'm trying to get away from sausage. I have one child, he's pretty much pescatarian because he doesn't like chicken. He'll eat turkey ground meat, but besides that, he is mostly, he doesn't eat a lot of meat, unless it's fish or shrimp. So I thrive better on a pescatarian diet, and I know a lot of people say there's mercury in it, but I need it because when I take B vitamin supplements and D vitamin supplements, it doesn't work well with my body. That's why you always have to be aware of your own body, what's good for you, which I think plant-based and vegan, they're good for some, but not for all. Pescatarian is mostly what is good for my body. And I know, a lot of people say with mercury, but that's just what does good for mine. But there's also herbs and stuff to get rid of, mercury. I think like parsley in it. Parsley, if you juice parsley and cilantro, and some of this information I got for myself, but some of it I did get from the MJs. And I think I said it in the first half of the video. When I first started juicing, I was drinking water too. And check out his video, the MJ's video, where it talks about water can act as a solvent, and I was getting leg cramps really, really bad. It was keeping me up at night. And through one of his videos and me inboxing them as well, he stated that you have to drink more juice than water, like at least 96 ounces of juice. Because if not, that's why the leg cramps. And so I thanked him for that information, because I was like, I'm going to have to give up juicing because this is just too unbearable. So it's always good to, seek people and learn, because even though I know some things, I don't know everything. So, getting information bit by bit of, different people and seeing what works for your body is always good. Also, a healthcare provider, like I said earlier. But back to what I was saying as far as my spiritual man, I'm trying to commit to at least 120 hours every day of worship music, reading the word, devotional for my spirit man, because even though we can take care of our body and become healthy, we need to think about where we're going after our life is gone, our eternal home. So it's either heaven or hell. So that's what I'm trying to commit to this year. My words that God gave me was focus, discipline, and consistency. So I'm trying to be consistent in those 3 areas to where I take care, I eat right, I exercise, and I build my spiritual man by reading the Word of God. And one of the Bible study groups is awesome because it's through Zoom, and we're like all from all over the United States. And we were talking about Ruth, and I read Ruth before, and then I just recently read John. And to me, the Bible is like a puzzle, and I love puzzles. I love to figure out things. When I was young, my favorite game was Clue, and my favorite shows were like Murder, She Wrote, Columbo, MacGyver. Was just trying to figure out and solve. So the Bible to me is like a puzzle, and I'm putting pieces and pieces together. It's amazing. Like when you read a Bible, you'll read something and God will give you a revelation, and then you'll come back to it and you'll read the same thing and get a different revelation, and it'll lead you to another part of the Bible. And that's what the Bible study Ruth was. It was talking about her being a redeemer. Naomi's husband was Elimelech, and she had 2 sons, Mahlon and Chilion. And they had to leave their home, which I think was Bethlehem, Judah at the time, and because of a famine, so they had to go to Moab, and they were there for 10 years. And in that 10-year time frame, she lost her husband and her 2 sons, and her 2 sons married Orpah and Ruth. And I think, don't quote me, I think Elimelech's name means like God is my king, or something to that effect. You'll have to look up the meaning of it. I think that's the meaning of it. Well, but going on, she says, when they died and Naomi wanted to go back to her hometown, Ruth was like, look, Naomi was like, go back to your people. Orpah was like, no, we'll stay. Ruth was like, no, we'll stay. Naomi was like, go back to your people. Find wives and husbands. And it, sometimes it occurred to me that sometimes people can talk you out of your destiny. That's just the revelation that I got from it. You might get something different. But also how Ruth was faithful. She committed to saying, your people are my people, your God be my God. How dedicated and faithful she was to Naomi, but also to God. She was giving and rejecting her gods to accept, the one and only true God. And then I read in John and how Christ was, redeemed through Christ. And it was how it connected everything. We had talked about, we had to go to Kings, I think 1 Kings and then Judges. And it just amazes me how the Bible, even though it's a puzzle, it connects. And you'll get a different piece. You can read the same passage and you'll get a different piece somewhere else in the Bible. And it just amazes me. It amazes me a lot. But so I'm almost finished with this one. I think I'm going to have to cut up some more. But sweet potatoes are good for ulcers. I know that carrots are good for, they have vitamin A, which is good for the skin. Pineapples have bromelain, which is an enzyme. And I know fat burner. Lemon could be detox. I know that's good for detoxing of the colon. Romaine lettuce is a fat burner, but it has chlorophyll in it. Kale is good. Kale is a powerhouse. It's chlorophyll, of course. So I think I'm gonna have to stop it. And here is my ginger. I'm gonna do this carrot and then I'm gonna do the ginger. So So, oh, there's a recipe I wanted to show you guys of vegan spaghetti. Now, I don't like mushrooms. A lot of people do it with mushrooms, but I don't like mushrooms. I actually substitute mine with zucchini. So I'll have to one day show you how I do that. And it actually comes out really good. My kids enjoy it. They love it. So I think when you have to experiment and try and see what works for you. But of course, food can be a medicine. Not saying that, don't go to a doctor, but I do know that food can help heal certain things. I know I had 3 issues with my heart, and through diet and the Bible and praying and asking God, one of them has been healed. So I praise God for that. But let me pour some of this one into the other one. And then I'll probably have to make some more. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably do some more carrots, another sweet potato, and finish the rest of this, the pineapple. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, be blessed.